Vishnupada Parivamsakacharya Stotara Shata Srimad Charanarvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, ISKCON founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada ki, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki, Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. So welcome to the morning Bhagavatam class. Today we are reciting the verse from Canto 4, Chapter 33 and the text number 33. Chapter 4, Canto 4, Chapter 22nd and text number 33. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Text 33. Arthendriyartha vidhyanam Sarvartapanavonrunam Brahmisto Jnana Vijnanad Yena Vishati Mukyatam. Arthendriyartha vidhyanam Sarvartapanavonrunam Brahmisto Jnana Vijnanad Yena Vishati Mukyatam. Arthendriyartha vidhyanam Sarvartapanavonrunam Brahmisto Jnana Vijnanad Yena Vishati Mukyatam. Prabhuji. Arthendriyartha vidyarthnam Sarvartapanavonrunam Brahmisto Jnana Vijnanad Yena Vishati Mukyatam. Arthendriya vidyanam Sarvartapanavonrunam Brahmisto Jnana Vijnanad Yena Vishati Mukyatam. You want to try? Yeah. Arthendriyartha vidyanam Sarvartapanavonrunam Brahmisto Jnana Vijnanad Yena Vishati Mukyatam. Yes, Hare Krishna. Mataji, you want to say? You want to recite, Mataji? Yeah. Arthendriyartha vidyanam Sarvartapanavonrunam Brahmisto Jnana Vijnanad Yena Vishati Mukyatam. What to word meaning? Artha, riches. Indriyartha, for the satisfaction of the senses. Abhidhyanam, constantly thinking of, sarvartha, four kinds of achievements, apanava, destructive, nunam, of human society, brahmishta, being devoid of, jnana, knowledge, vijnana, devotional service, yena, by all this, avisati, enters, mukyatam, immovable life. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Translation, please repeat. For human society, constantly thinking of how to earn money and apply it for sense gratification brings about the destruction of everyone's interests. When one becomes devoid of knowledge and devotional service, he enters into species of life like those of trees and stones. Purport. Jnana or knowledge means to understand the one's constitutional position, and Vijnana refers to practical application of that knowledge in life. In the human form of life, one should come to the position of Jnana and Vijnana. But despite this great opportunity, if one does not develop knowledge and practical application of knowledge through the help of spiritual master and the Shastras, in other words, if one misuses this opportunity, then the next life he is sure to be born in a species of non-moving living entities. Non-moving living include hills, mountains, trees, plants, etc. etc. The stage of life is called punyatam or mukhyatam, namely making all activities zero. Philosophers who support stopping all activities are called shunyavadi. By nature's own way, our activities are to be gradually diverted to devotional service. But there are philosophers who, instead of purifying their activities, try to make everything zero or void of all activities. This lack of activity is represented by the trees and hills. This is a kind of punishment inflicted by the laws of nature. If we do not properly execute our mission of life in self-realization, nature's punishment will render us inactive by putting us in the form of trees and hills. Therefore, activities directed towards sense gratification are condemned here. One who is constantly thinking of activities to earn money and gratify the senses is following a path which is suicidal. Factually, all human society is following this path. Some way or other, people are determined to earn money, get money by begging, borrowing, or stealing, and applying that for sense gratification. Such a civilization is the greatest obstacle in the path of self-realization. Let's do Mangalacharan. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadate Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Suti Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyascha Krupa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhaktarunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So welcome. We are continuing the Prithu Maharaj pastimes where four Kumaras giving the instructions to Prithu Maharaj. So four Kumaras are giving the instructions to Prithu Maharaj for the benefit of all the humankind. What is the ultimate good for mankind? So on this topic, he was giving so many instructions. So if you see today's verse, it was mentioned, right? So people are constantly thinking of money and why they are trying to earn money for the sense gratification. And when they do that, what will happen? So this verse, this translation and purport is giving multiple insights on our conditioned nature, how we are struggling in this material world, what would be what we supposed to do, but what we are doing. So if you see on this Earth planet, we have almost more than 8.4 billion people around the planet, right? On Earth planet, and in that, how many people are following the path of self-realization? Very minimal compared to the whole population of this material planet, Earth planet. How many people are following this path of bhakti, path of self-realization, devotional service? Very few, right? Why not everybody is not able to follow this path? In today's verse, we can understand the reasons explained. The four Kumaras are explaining the reasons here. Reasons mainly why the people are not, because there are multiple reasons. One is artha. Artha means riches, money. Money itself is not a problem, right? But apart with money, what are they doing? Indriyartha. If you see the words, artha and artha, indriyartha means you are using the money for the satisfaction of the senses. And how you are doing? For that, what are you doing? Abhidhyanam. You are constantly thinking. So your mind is completely engaged in how to get the money to satisfy my senses. This is what people are doing. So people are busy in doing this. So they are not able to spend time. They are not understanding that ultimate goal of life is the path of self-realization. We have to do bhakti. They are completely deviated from that path. And this verse also explaining what is the outcome when you constantly thinking how to earn money to satisfy the senses. What will be the outcome of these activities? Sarvartapanavo. Four kinds of developments will be destroyed. We'll discuss what are the four kinds of development that we will discuss later. And then what will happen? Brahmishta, being devoid of jnana and vijnana. So when you are doing this constantly, artha, indriyartha, abhidhyanam, means you are trying to think how to earn money and satisfy the senses. What will happen? Whatever the sarvartapnavo, the four kinds of development, means dharma, the four purusharthas. Like this is for every man's goal is to achieve those four in the bodily platform. Dharma, artha, kama and moksha. Right? Those things will be destroyed. And what will happen? Jnana and vijnana, you will not be receiving. Whatever the ultimate jnana, and through that jnana, ultimate vijnana you supposed to experience. All those things will be going away from you. Just because you are constantly thinking of artha, indriyartha, right? You are trying to think how to earn money to send. And so we understand the reasons why people are not thinking about the self-realization. These are since they are thinking, what would be the outcome? What is the results they are getting? The disadvantage. What is the disadvantage of doing that? And then what would be their destination? What will avisati mukhyatam? They enters into the immovable life. That's what I explain. So in the simple way, four Kumaras were mentioned. We are not able to path of self-realization because of this artha, indriya, artha, abhidhyanam, and then we are deviating from the jnana, vijnana, and we are not able to follow the purusharthas, and finally we are entering into the immovable objects in the next life. This is the key message in the four Kumaras are giving. So why people are not. This is we can see in the current Kali Yuga. Many people are deviating from. Everybody is thinking how to earn more money. Even if you get money, even if the billionaires are thinking how to earn more money. Even normal poor man also thinking how to earn money. Nobody will be satisfied whatever they have in their hand. Everybody is thinking more and more greedy, becoming greedy to earn more money. So this is the one thing. So why people are we understood that people are doing this, and what is the ultimate disadvantage with that activity, and where they are be leading to that. But now the question remains why they are thinking. Why they are thinking about money to satisfy their senses. Why they are to keep on thinking? Because they don't have the right knowledge. The ultimate aim, they are thinking earning money, having the big luxurious lifestyle. That is the only aim of the life. That is their knowledge. But what is ultimately missing? Ultimate knowledge is missing. And once not just knowledge, then after that we need to apply the knowledge in our life. That is called realization. That is also missing. And in Bhagavad Gita it was mentioned, Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavam mam prapajyate vasudeva sarvam iti sa mahatma sudurlabha. After many births and deaths, actually the soul will surrender to Supreme Lord. Knowing me is the cause of all causes. Krishna is everything. And such a person is very rare. Right? So we can see that why people are Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapajit. After we'll take so many births and deaths, so many times births, again death, again we'll take birth. But after repeated attempts, because of some causeless mercy of some devotee, some acharya, what we'll get some knowledge. And with that knowledge, we'll come into the path of bhakti. Then we'll understand Krishna is everything. Then we'll surrender. Right? And this is not very simple thing. It's a rarely happen. Not everybody will get this opportunity. That's where we could see, like after so many billions of people, few people are understanding and taking the shelter of Krishna. So this is the lack of knowledge is the main thing why people are focusing on only material things to earn money. And what is the process to get this knowledge? How we can get this knowledge? So we understand now, like all I'm going in the flow. First we understood the basic cause and what is the disadvantage, and then what is the main reason why people are not able to follow the path. But now we understood the knowledge is not there. But how to get the knowledge? What is the best way to get the knowledge? Again we can see the Brahma's pastime. Brahma, when we came out of the Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, from the navel of the Garbhodakashayi Vishnu, from the lotus flower, he was looking everywhere what to do, and even on his own he tried to do something, but he doesn't know. He could not find any more. Then finally he heard the sound of Vishnu. He was saying to do tapa, austerity, sapasya. And what he did based on the instructions from Vishnu, he seriously meditated on Supreme Lord. That is a devotional service. And then he did for some thousands of years. He did tapasya. And then he was able to understand. He got the required knowledge from Vishnu. He impregnated all the Vedas into Brahma, Vishnu. And then he was able to create. So 2 points we can understand from this story. What is that? We need to first understand, we need to perform a devotional service to get the right knowledge. Right? That's what Brahma did. He constantly meditating on Supreme Lord Vishnu. That is a devotional service. And what is the next thing? Brahma was received instructions from Vishnu. Similarly, we also need instructions from Guru to get the correct knowledge, right knowledge. So this is one of the important points we can derive from this verse. So we are thinking on material things, how to earn money, how to please our senses. But ultimate thing is, we should have the right knowledge. How we get the right knowledge? By mercy of Guru. When we perform devotional service, we get the right knowledge. So this is one of the key points which I would like to highlight in relation to this verse. And the next thing is, from where to get this knowledge? Where is it available, this knowledge? See, when these jivas are having free will, independence, using that independence, they wanted to enjoy this material world away from Krishna. Then what Krishna did? He created this material world. Okay, you go there, you enjoy, whatever. But what he did, he also gave the script Vedas. His intention of giving Vedas, you follow the instructions from Vedas and come back. So that was his expectation. Like you see many people, when their family members, kids going up overseas abroad, some other place, the parents will take care, right? They will make arrangements to stay there nicely for some time, whatever the purpose you are going. And then once you finish your work, you expect him to come back. That's what parents will take care of everything. They will make all arrangements, return ticket, accommodation. Same thing. Supreme Lord made all the arrangements because we are having the desire. He's a very richest person in the complete whole creation, right? So he doesn't have any shortage of money. So he created the material world. You go and enjoy as per your free will. Come back once you are done. And he made all the arrangements, return ticket, Vedas, he gave. But for what is happening? What is the problem here? Vyasadeva, in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Vyasadeva was, we have the conversation between Vyasadeva and Narada, right? So what Vyasadeva was foreseeing, that he was compiled all the Vedas, he divided into all the Vedas, everything, right? So before that he was thinking, he was foreseeing the nature of Kali Yuga. What kind of age this is. It is Manda Sumanda Matayo, Manda Bhagya Upadrata, right? Very dull-headed, dumb-headed, very lazy. Such people cannot understand these Vedas. Though Vedas have all the instructions to perform the activities which will purify, then you will go back to Godhead. Those instructions are there. But it's for the Kali Yuga people, it is very difficult to understand. We can see that's why many people are still involved in sense enjoyment rather than coming to the bhakti, right? So it is very difficult to follow the instructions of Vedas. Then what he did? He divided Vedas into 4 parts. So and each Veda, one particular sage was allocated. And they are further elaborating the instructions, everything. So that is what happened. And not only that, for all the different low class people, for less intelligent people, he created Mahabharata, Itihasa, right? And what is by stories, and in the Mahabharata he included Bhagavad Gita as well. The purpose is, by reading Mahabharata with all the stories, you will understand the philosophical message, and then you read Bhagavad Gita, you will come back to Godhead. You will come. So these are all the arrangements made. But what is happening in the Kali Yuga? But Vyasadeva did all these things, but still he was not happy. The reason why he was not happy, then he inquired with his spiritual master, Narada Muni. And in first canto, I think it was in second chapter, Narada Muni was explaining. Yes, his intentions were correct. Vyasadeva intentions were right. He was trying to, for the benefit of mankind, he understood that what is the nature of Kali Yuga and how he divided 4 Vedas into one Veda into 4 parts so that people can easily follow the instructions and they will progress in bhakti. And he created Mahabharata and with Bhagavad Gita included. But he was not happy because people are not able to follow. Reason, the Narada Muni explaining. He maybe touched a little bit on bhakti in Vedas, but most of the things are the details are like religious dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Those parts are elaborated. And in the Kali Yuga people, if you don't have the right direction, right spiritual, bona fide spiritual master, what will happen? You will be going into all this, you will be entangled. You are not able to get the ultimate, you will not be able to focus on ultimate aim, the devotional service, rather than you completely deviated from the path. So Narada Muni was saying, you emphasized many things, right? But you did not focus on one main thing, that is devotional service to Supreme Lord. So then Narada Muni instructed Vyasadeva to purely focus on writing the literature which comprises of only glorifying the Supreme Lord, His holy name, pastime, everything. So that's where Narada Vyasadeva compiled Srimad Bhagavatam. Right? So this is the source from where we need to develop the knowledge. So this is so now understand how we can get the knowledge by doing the approaching spiritual master and doing devotional service. We get and what is the source of our knowledge? Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. These are whatever Prabhupada recommended. These are our source of develop our devotional service. Now, in purport it was mentioned Sarvartha, right? So Sarvartha means, see, in a translation, in the word to word meaning, Prabhupada mentioned 4 kinds of development, and in purport, in the translation, he was everything he meant. So see, the Sarvartha means here 4 kinds of development: dharma, artha, kama, moksha. These are the things which on a bodily platform, this is the goal of the life. What you have to perform, the dharma, religious activity, as per your varnashrama, you perform, then you will get some money, and that artha will come. Dharma, through dharma, by performing religious activities as per your position, you do activities, prescribed duties, and whatever artha you get it, that you will use to fulfill your kama, desires, and then finally you will get the liberation. This is what. But when you are earning artha, you are in this verse it was mentioned, you are constantly thinking of money. You are not thinking about dharma, and you are not thinking of anything other further things. You are only thinking artha and kama, only you are thinking. You forgot the dharma. So that is where the destruction is happening. That's where the ultimate knowledge is not coming. But apart from these 4 Purusharthas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mentioned Panchama Purushartha. That is Prema Bhakti. That is the ultimate goal. We should all, that should be our goal, that should be the goal of our life. The love of God, that is the ultimate thing. So in summary, what is happening? Sarvartha is distracted because we are not worrying about dharma, rather simply focusing on artha and kama. That is where it's distracted, the distraction is happening, and you are not able to get the ultimate knowledge. Now we are talking about the knowledge, jnana and vijnana, right? What exactly is the knowledge? So if you see understand the flow, we are, like you all following the flow, right? So we understood the word knowledge, how we can get the knowledge, where we can get knowledge. But what is the knowledge? Yes, Krishna is that is the ultimate knowledge. Yes, but in our people are not everybody have that knowledge, right? Not everybody in the material world having that knowledge. No. See, when people are say, we took the bodily human form in this material world. So to take care of the body, we need to do some work. And for that, we need to get material education. Material knowledge is required in this world, right? So to keep at least to keep our body and soul together and to perform all the bhakti also, we need to do some activities to earn money, right? So generally, when we see that in a general tendencies, we discriminate. Okay, this is the material education. Through material education, we try to get nice job, and to fulfill our we'll try to get a car, home, everything to make our life comfortable, and which leads to sense gratification. So that's why material education takes us to the path of sense gratification. Then this is a general common thinking perception. Then we focus on what is the spiritual knowledge? This bhakti, Bhagavatam, whatever the knowledge Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita and many bona fide scriptures provide, that is the spiritual education. But that is a general tendency. But what we can do, like if we see many people, suppose you are good in some accounting work, you can use the same work in the service of Krishna. You can manage temple working accounts, right? Or if you are a good cook, you can use those activities in making a nice bhoga offering to Krishna. So, though these skills acquired through material education, we are diverting towards Krishna. See, in this material world, this is the general difference between the normal people and what Prabhupada mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, right? We are not trying to detach from everything material world. We are trying to divert our skills, energy into the path of bhakti. That is how we are trying to come in the path. We are not completely negating this material world, because we are living in this world. We need to involve in the material activities. But instead of detaching from the work, completely detaching, the renouncing, use them in the path of bhakti. So you have means if the Janmashtami is coming, many people are having different skills. Like some people are management skills are there. They are trying to do so many things in the management level. Some people are having they can make nice posters or nice decorations. So every skill is acquired in the material education, right? So that is being used in the service of Krishna. So then we cannot say material education is, it is only leads to sense gratification, right? So the knowledge, why I am explaining is knowledge. What is the knowledge, ultimate knowledge? We need to get it. So here we can see that even though we acquired some knowledge through material education and the skills, we are applying that skills with the knowledge in the service of Krishna. So as long as you are not deviating, that you are not using that for only sense gratification, but you are doing in the service of Krishna, it is right. So then next question comes, is only the material education, just by following the material education, it will lead us to the back to Godhead? That is what the missing link. See, the material education, we are in this world, we have to take the education, but we are trying to divert it into the path. But ultimately, how you get the knowledge that this education I can use it in terms of Krishna, in the path of Krishna? That knowledge, the information, how you get it? Again, that is coming through the scriptures, through your spiritual master. Like Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, there's knowledge coming through spiritual master, and then using that knowledge, then you realize that whatever outside knowledge I am getting, material knowledge, I can still use in the path of Krishna. So this is how the all interlinked. So we are not completely negating the material world. First thing is we need to get the instruction, take the shelter of bona fide spiritual master, and that spiritual master will give the knowledge from Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita and other scriptures, bona fide scriptures. Then using that knowledge, you are applying your whatever skills you are acquired in this material world, you are diverting in the towards Krishna. So this is how the knowledge, we cannot, when we are purport in the Prabhupada Jnana, Vijnana is means the Jnana and Vijnana, it should lead to the path of self-realization. So when you are using outside material skills towards Krishna, what you are doing? You are establishing the connection with Krishna through your service. And what is that service? It should be ahetuki and apratihata. You are not expecting anything in return. You may bring nice decoration for Janmashtami, but you are not expecting anything in return. That is it. Without any, so that is a devotion. Then Krishna will be pleased. You are building the connection with Krishna. Though you acquired some material skills, you are using them to bring the connection with Krishna. But how you are able to do that? Through the knowledge coming from Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, through spiritual master instructions, you are applying them. So this is how everything connected. We cannot, what I am trying to say is the knowledge which we acquire in the material world, we cannot ignore it, but we can still use it in the service of Krishna. Now, again, when we talk about the Jnana, Bhagavad Gita, it was explained very nicely. 13th chapter. There are 4 verses, 8 to 12. In that it was mentioned, the many qualities. Then it was mentioned, humility, pridelessness, non-violence, tolerance, simplicity. And like that, so many mentioned. And at the end, it was mentioned in the translation. Finally, it is what are the final one? Is surrendering to the Lord. And so then the translation is at the end, saying, all these I declare to be knowledge, and beside this, whatever there may be the ignorance. So it was mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter, 8 to 12. Humility, non-violence, everything. Finally, it is mentioned, the last quality is unalloyed devotion. So all these qualities consist of knowledge. This is whatever other than this is ignorance. So this is what the actual knowledge means, whatever the knowledge we need to acquire. So what it means, these are the qualities. The process of acquiring the knowledge, these qualities is like a knowledge. You need to acquire this knowledge. When you acquire this knowledge, when you acquire these qualities, you are knowledgeable. So that is what the main conclusion. So these are the, what is the knowledge means? Acquiring these qualities is a knowledge. So all these qualities bring close to Krishna. Like it started with humility. How we can understand this, how it will bring to close to Krishna. Like humility means you need to have a very humble nature. Like suppose with your knowledge, okay, you know that you are the soul. You are not the body, you are the soul. You got this knowledge. But with that, then if you understand that Krishna is also soul, and we both are soul, I can become God. If you get that kind of knowledge, it is incorrect. What humility brings? Humility means you are a servant. It develops the attitude that you are a servant of Lord. Right? Then you know clearly this humility clearly differentiates You are not the God, you are the servant of the God, right? When you develop this quality, you will come in the, when you progress further, you will be understanding that, okay, I am not the body, I am the soul, I am the servant of the super soul. So, like that, each and every quality will bring close to the Krishna. Like if it is a, if you have to go to the top floor, like 10 floors of building, each step like one quality. As you grow, progress further, finally you reach unalloyed devotion to Krishna. So these are the, when you acquire all these qualities, finally you will go to the Krishna. So these are the qualities we need to develop. That is, developing these qualities is ultimate knowledge. And when you develop the, another verse is in Bhagavatam, first canto, second chapter, 7th verse. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita Janayati Asu Vairagyam Jnanam Cha Yat Ahetukam. What it means? By rendering devotional service into the personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, one immediately acquires causeless knowledge. So this knowledge, whatever we discussed in Bhagavad Gita, the qualities, how? By performing devotional service to Krishna. And what causes? And detachment from the world. When you start following this devotional service, what will happen? It's a knowledge, like as I mentioned, there are multiple qualities there we need to acquire. Finally, unalloyed devotion. So, once you started one step, you gradually go one by one. How you will club one quality, one after other, you will acquire through process of devotional service. When you are doing the devotional service, you start with one quality, you gradually acquire more and more qualities, then your knowledge will be perfect. Finally, you will be surrendering to the Lord. So, this is the process we will, these qualities, that knowledge you will acquire through the process of devotion. And then when you acquire this, you will also get the detachment from this material world. And another verse in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is mentioned, it is there, second chapter only, first canto, second chapter. Vasudeva Paraveda, Vasudeva Paramaka, Vasudeva Parayoga, Vasudeva Parakriya. And Vasudeva Param Jnanam, Vasudeva Param Tapa, Vasudeva Paro Dharmo, Vasudeva Paragati. What is the ultimate knowledge is? Everything Vasudeva. The revealed scriptures, the ultimate object of knowledge is Sri Krishna. Vasudeva Paraveda. Ultimate knowledge is, ultimate purpose of all the scriptures is, goal is, the Vedas is Krishna. And the personality, the purpose of performing sacrifice is, again, Vasudeva Krishna, is to please Krishna. And what is the purpose of yoga? For realizing Him. And all the fruitive activities, whatever He is giving, all the activities Krishna is giving. He is only sanctioning. And ultimate knowledge is Krishna. And all the services are, all severe aspects are performed to know Him, who is Krishna. And all the dharma is rendering loving service unto Him. So we are talking about, in 4 Purusharthas also we are mentioning dharma, artha, kama, moksha, right? But that is on a bodily platform. Dharma, what we are doing is deha dharma. Based on our bodily position, we are trying to perform. But ultimate, this verse is saying, what is ultimate? Paro dharma. Paro dharma is service to the Supreme Lord is the ultimate goal. So this is the knowledge. Ultimately, Vasudeva is everything. Like the verse is saying, first canto, Vasudeva, Paradeva, Vasudeva, Paramaka, Parayoga, Parakriya, everything Vasudeva. And Vasudeva, Param Jnanam, ultimate knowledge is Krishna. Vasudeva, Parantapa, all austerities we are doing for only to realize Krishna. Vasudeva, Paro Dharma, whatever dharma you are doing, that is to please Krishna. And Vasudeva, Paragati, ultimate shelter is, destination is Krishna. So this is how the Bhagavatam is mentioning, this is our ultimate knowledge. When we acquire the knowledge, we will go back to the Godhead. Instead of constantly thinking on money to please our sense gratification, to please senses, we will be going back to the Godhead. We take the shelter of lotus feet. So I will conclude here. Any comments? ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। गौर भक्त वृंद की जय।